Hello, KMA Tribe, friends, family, and students. My Ricola doesn't need to be in the background there. So, listen, today, on the way into to work today, it was 46 degrees and pouring rain. And so originally, when I was thinking about this content that I wanted to talk to you about today, I was only going to talk about the 46 degrees because here's the reality. First of all, it never really gets cold in Florida, right? But for Florida, for Tampa, that is cold. Second of all, you are in one of two groups of people, right? Like the people that love this weather right now. You're like, wow, it's 46 degrees. It feels so good out. It's so brisk. It's so energizing. Or the people are like, oh my gosh, it's freezing, right? And then the rain came and so it was pouring on the way in. So, that's probably relevant to today's message as well, right? Because in both cases, you can't control the weather. The weather's just the weather. So, if it's cold and you love it, great. And if it's cold and you don't love it, great. You put on a jacket if you want to wear a jacket. Yeah, and you just enjoy the weather. And then the rain, you also have to think about it a little bit. You got to drive more carefully. If you're a sensible person, you got to drive more carefully. You have to, be aware that the pouring rain has created different weather conditions and that could be dangerous. And so you take some extra precautions and such. Make sure you have left in plenty of time and all of that. But again, you still can't control the rain. It's not really that relevant. Yet we all know somebody who complains about the weather. Now, what's my point? My point is that the rest of our lives are the same. What if, when bad things happen, when something doesn't go our way, when, again, and by the way, bad things happen either because we caused them or through no fault of our own. Especially that latter one where you couldn't have done anything to change it. It's just like the weather. Can't control the weather, and we can't control always the things that happen to us. Sometimes we can. But in either case, life is 10% what happens and 90% how we react to what happens. Wouldn't it be great if we had learned all these things when we were younger? If we knew these things, how much of a better life would you have? If actually not just knew, right? Because there's so many things that we know, but we just don't do, right? So if you not only knew that life is 10% what happens and 90% how you react to it, but you also actually had gotten the training and the development to actually apply that knowledge, because we know that knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. Action is power. If you developed the mental and emotional resilience to make this thing true. Remember, the weather that happens just happens to all of us, but it's how we react that truly makes the difference in our life. Oh, and by the way, there is such a place that is raising up kids and grown-ups too to respond appropriately to the weather of life, prepares them to live and empowers them to lead. And that's, of course, Krav Maga Martial Arts. Wherever you're seeing this video, I hope you'll click a link or call 813-948-4844 because we'd love to have you in our tribe. Not only will you have fun, get a great workout, get in the best shape of your life, and learn the most practical self-defense, but you'll be part of a positive, empowering, and encouraging tribe. And you'll be learning. Your kids will be learning these black belt leadership principles, this mindset. And you can't control the weather, but that's something you can control. Can't wait to see you.